Hey guys, it's MrPokemyths here. Wow, it's been a little while since I did a video, and you've probably heard most of the news I'm about to tell you right now, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. So, here's X and Y News Update number 3. First, I'm going to do a quick recap of all the Pokemon that have been unveiled for Pokemon X and Y. Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, Xerneas, Yveltal, Sylveon, Pancham, Fletchling, Helioptile, Gogoat, Noivern, Vivillon, Clauncher, Skrelp, Talonflame, Lidio, Flabebe, Scatterbug, and Spuba. Since I have already talked about most of them, let's start with the ones I haven't talked about. Starting with Noivern. Noivern is a flying dragon type Pokemon, and it is called the Soundwave Pokemon. Next we have a confirmed evolutionary family, which seems to be the equivalent of Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree. The evolutionary family goes Scatterbug, Spuba, and then Vivillon. Like the Caterpie family, the first two evolutions are both bug type, and the final evolution is bug flying type. Next we have the Pokemon Clauncher, which is called the Water Gun Pokemon and is water type. Next we have Skrelp, which is a poison water type Pokemon called the Pseudo Grass Pokemon. After that, remember the tiny little bird Pokemon Fletchling? Well, it has an evolutionary form, Talonflame. I gotta say, I'm really excited for this one because it looks the most badass out of all of the revealed Pokemon so far. Talonflame is Fire Flying type and is called the Raging Flame Pokemon. Then we have Litleo, which is Fire Normal type and is called the Young Lion Pokemon. Finally we have Flabebe, which is the first Fairy type Pokemon besides Sylveon to be revealed, if you don't count the other Pokemon from earlier generations that are being converted, but I'll get to that in a second. Flabebe is called the Single Flower Pokemon and stands at a height of only 4 inches. Now let's move on to the big news about Fairy type. It's been confirmed that Sylveon and Flabebe are Fairy type, of course, but 3 other Pokemon have added Fairy type as their second ability. These Pokemon are Jigglypuff, Marill, and Gardevoir. These are the only confirmed Pokemon to be half Fairy type, but I would assume that the evolved forms of Jigglypuff and Marill would also be half Fairy type. A Pokemon that I think is odd that they left out of this big announcement of Fairy type is Clefairy. After all, it seems to be the most suited to be a Fairy type Pokemon. But, you know, that's Nintendo. The next news I hope to get is what type Xerneas and Yveltal are going to be. Besides that, I really just want some new Pokemon to be revealed. Hopefully some Pokemon in the evolutionary chain of Pokemon from previous generations. That's all for this X and Y News update, even though you probably already heard this news a few weeks ago. But, whatever. I don't really care. I still needed to get it out on my channel. Anyway, you guys can expect a new Pokemon Myths and Legends video at some point this week. So stay tuned for that. And make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.